Asake is one of the greatest artists we have in Africa. Asake is one of the greatest performers we have in Africa. He's one of the greatest African performers. And there is this one particular thing that marks his performance anytime he's on stage, and nobody seems to be talking about this particular thing. So I'm here to talk about it. I know fans may be coming at me, but don't forget, Asake is one of my favorite artists, and so I want to see him get into the top. So I want him to focus on this particular thing. And then, so yeah, anyway, welcome to the hardest takes. My name is the man in the mirror. Just in case you don't know, I'm here to touch your soul.
He's the handsome baby. Shally, listen.
Yeah, so before I delve into this particular thing, Asake has released his fourth studio album titled Money. And, the O is the dollar sign, and I said it speaks volumes. I have done a ranking of this particular album, so you can check it out on this particular channel. And so yeah, let's delve into the major reason for this particular video. Asake performed in Portugal is it yesterday or a few days ago, and he had his performance was great. He's always, like I said, he's a great performer. He he sings well. I like the way he's able to infuse his dancers and the instrumentalists. They do their own thing on stage, and it reminds me of Burna Boy. Burna Boy also does the same. Burna Boy also, try to incorporate his instrumentalists and the dancers. So you could feel the similarity in there, and that's what the great performers do. They try to be creative on stage, and Asake has that creativity when it comes to the stage performances. And he likes to dance. He likes to, he has jamming songs, so he dances to the jamming songs, and then sometimes he can leave just the drum to be playing, and he will be dancing, and he'll be dancing with his squad. His performance is great, but this particular thing marks his performance, and that is the auto tune that he uses on stage. I don't know if they have refused to, or they haven't really paid attention to the output of the auto tune or his vocals when he's on stage. Maybe the footage that they have, or they normally when artists perform, they capture the moment, so perhaps the sound comes out well in that particular video of theirs that they watch. But the audience, for us listening or just watching his performances, the output is not nice at all. I don't know who because I've watched Asake's performances where he never incorporated the auto-tune thing. He never introduced auto-tune into his vocal or onto his vocals. I don't know whose idea was it, but I feel he should go back to the normal Asake, the Asake that we knew with that raw vocal. The auto-tune either is too much or it's not tuned properly. Because I remember I watched a video of, I've forgotten where they performed, but it was his performance with Olamide, his boss, his former boss, let me put it that way. And the auto tune was very, very bad. I think it was the main artist was Olamide, and Asake joined him on stage to perform. And actually, the vocal was very bad. The auto tune was very bad. I don't know whether they couldn't hear themselves on stage, but the auto tune was very bad. I don't know who tuned the auto tune, because the auto tune is such a way that you need to get the right key, and then tune the right threshold, the attack, the speed and everything. So that tuning was way off. I want to believe it's the key they tuned. The key they tuned his voice to, or the key they tuned auto tune to. The vocal, the key he was singing in didn't match or accurately match the key of the auto tune. So it was extremely bad. I don't know if they went back to analyze the video and then see, okay, this particular thing was very bad, but actually the output was extremely bad. And here, like I said, he's been doing that recently, and it's the vocal doesn't sound nice. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it's whether it's too much auto tune, or it's not being tuned well. Because if you increase the threshold, definitely it's going to sound some way. I remember back in the day when Ghanaian artists, way back, some of the gospel artists used to have a lot of auto tuning. It sounds bad. It just pierces the ear. Ashake's own doesn't pierce the ear, but the output doesn't really come out well. The engineering is a bit some way, and I don't know why he's doing that, because if you listen to his songs, he barely uses auto tune on his songs. Like the songs he record, barely you hear his raw vocals, and we like it like that. But when he's on stage, that auto tune thing it just masks his performance. The vocals doesn't come out well, and uh, like I said, I don't know why he started doing that, but it doesn't sound nice, because we are watching, the audience watching his performance. Yes, definitely, because he has had his songs are very hard. He had the hardest of songs. It's cool, but the vocal is very bad. And the only person whose auto tune sounds nice is T Pain. I don't know, for T Pain, he popularized the whole auto tune thing. So when he's on stage, they know how to tune it very well. But for Ashake's own, Charlie, if it be some way, either he needs to drop it entirely, or they need to find a way. If he wants to stick to the auto tune thing, he has to be tuned right. Maybe a little threshold, that so that we wouldn't know if even it's auto tune. Because if you are, I saw people just comparing his performances to that of Burna Boy. Like I said, they have that similarity where they try to incorporate so many things. They try to they try to be creative on stage. So I saw that comparison in there, and I remember someone also mentioned this particular auto tune thing, that Burna Boy doesn't use auto tune, that Asake uses auto tune, and yeah. So I feel, yes, like I said, either the threshold has to be reduced entirely. If they want to, I mean, sometimes you can just put the auto tune on it, but you can reduce the threshold so it doesn't really sound bad. It just sounds nice, like tune everything accurately, or they need to stop at all. Let him use his raw vocals to be able to sing. If he feels his vocals on stage is not that best, you have to train. It's as simple as that. You have to train. And for me, yeah, I enjoy his songs, but when it comes to the performance, I mean, the performance itself is okay. Like his movement on stage, the incorporation of the dancers, the instrumentalists on stage, they do their own thing. Yes, but when you listen to the vocals, Charlie, it just takes something out of the extraordinary performance. So if the performance is supposed to be extraordinary, it becomes ordinary. Yeah, I feel it just takes something out of the performance, and yeah, he needs to work on that. Either you are trying to work on your vocal dexterity or ability, or if you want to use the auto tune, just reduce the threshold in its entirety, or reduce it a bit so that the vocals comes out well. Because I watched a few footages from his performance at the AfroNation in Portugal, and I saw, he, like I said, his performance, his movement, the incorporation of the instrumentalists, the dancers, they were doing their own thing. But if you listen to the vocals, Charlie, because he performed, I saw footages where he performed Gratitude, one of my favorite songs on the album.
Are you waiting, man? I wait for you, go, go. So many good way, man, don't do, but about them go, go. Even Jesus Christ, he love, they feel on for cross. You know, be please everybody. Come on, where you let go. Back for the rada, rada. Don't give me yawa, yawa. Don't give me yawa, yawa. Mamara ye kala, si o ba so mo ma yawa. Don't take it back.
And he performed wow, I don't know whether it's wow. He performed I saw Forgiveness. So you could tell he performed his new album, songs on his new album. I'm sure he performed some of the songs on his old album as well, and he had collaborations as well. But yeah, the vocals, the performance there, Charlie, the guy is very good. I like his energy. He likes to dance, so I like his energy on stage. But the auto tune thing, nah, is totally off, way, way, way off. So he needs to look at that. Yeah, I don't know if you agree with me, but you have to agree with me, because Charlie, in some way, in some way. So yes, my name is the man in your mirror. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. I am out.